Have you ever wondered what really happened with the Mayan calendar and the whole 2012 prophecy? For years, the world was buzzing with predictions of a massive, world-ending event. But December 21st, 2012 came and went, and, well, we're all still here. So, was it all just a big misunderstanding? Or is there a deeper, more fascinating story that we missed? Let's dive into the incredible world of the Maya and uncover the truth behind their legendary calendar and the profound knowledge they left behind. First, let's clear up the biggest misconception. The Mayan calendar never predicted the end of the world. What it marked was the end of a cycle. Think of it like your car's odometer hitting a big round number and rolling over to start again. For the Maya, time wasn't a straight line leading to a final destination. It was cyclical, like the seasons, the rising and setting of the sun, or the phases of the moon. Their most famous calendar, the long count, tracked time in massive cycles lasting approximately 5,125 years. The date in 2012 simply marked the conclusion of one of these grand cycles and the beginning of a new one. It was a time for celebration and renewal, not for doom and gloom. So, how did they even create such a complex system? The Maya were master astronomers and mathematicians. Long before telescopes, they were meticulously tracking the movements of the sun, moon, Venus, and other celestial bodies from their incredible observatories, like the one at Chichen Itza. Their understanding of cosmic cycles was so precise that their calculation of the solar year is remarkably close to what our modern technology tells us today. They developed a sophisticated base 20 numbering system that even included the concept of zero, a revolutionary idea that many other ancient civilizations hadn't yet grasped. This mathematical prowess was the engine that powered their intricate calendrical systems. And they didn't just have one calendar, they had several, all working together like a set of interlocking gears. The most important for daily life were the Tzolk'in and the Hab. The Tzolk'in was a 260-day sacred calendar, likely based on the human gestation period, used for divination and scheduling religious ceremonies. The Hab was a 365-day solar calendar, similar to ours, which guided agricultural activities like planting and harvesting. These two calendars synchronized every 52 years, creating a larger cycle known as the calendar round. Imagine having to keep track of all that. It shows just how deeply intertwined their lives were with the rhythms of the cosmos. But the Maya's knowledge wasn't just about marking time. It was a holistic worldview that connected the heavens, the earth, and human existence. Their pyramids weren't just tombs, they were architectural marvels aligned with celestial events. On the spring and autumn equinoxes at Chichen Itza, the setting sun casts a shadow that creates the illusion of a giant serpent slithering down the steps of the El Castillo pyramid, representing the deity Kukulkan. This wasn't just art, it was a physical manifestation of their calendar, a living clock that told them when the seasons were changing. Their understanding extended to agriculture as well. They developed advanced farming techniques like terracing and raised field systems to thrive in the challenging rainforest environment. They managed water with intricate canal and reservoir systems. This knowledge was directly linked to their calendars, which told them the optimal times for every agricultural task. It was a sustainable system built on a deep respect for and understanding of the natural world. So, where did all this knowledge go? This is where the story gets a bit tragic. A combination of factors, including prolonged drought, internal conflict, and environmental degradation, led to the decline of the great Mayan cities in the southern lowlands long before Europeans arrived. When the Spanish conquistadors came in the 16th century, they saw the Mayan codices, beautifully illustrated books made from bark paper that contained centuries of knowledge, as heretical. In a devastating act of cultural destruction, they burned almost all of them. Only a handful of these precious books survived, leaving massive gaps in our understanding of their science, history, and philosophy. Imagine all the astronomical data, medicinal formulas, historical records, and philosophical insights that were turned to ash. It's one of history's greatest losses of knowledge. What we know today has been painstakingly pieced together by archaeologists and epigraphers who have learned to decipher the intricate hieroglyphs carved on stone monuments, temples, and pottery. Each new discovery, each deciphered glyph, is like finding a missing page from a book we thought was lost forever. But the story doesn't end there. The Mayan people and their culture never disappeared. Today, millions of Maya live in Central America, many of whom still speak their ancestral languages and practice traditions that have been passed down for generations. Some communities still use aspects of the sacred Tzolk'in calendar for spiritual guidance. The knowledge isn't entirely lost, it evolved and adapted, surviving in the oral traditions, spiritual practices, and daily lives of the modern Maya. They are the living keepers of this ancient legacy. By studying the Maya, we learn more than just history. We learn about a different way of seeing the world, one where humanity is not separate from nature, but deeply connected to the cycles of the universe. Their calendar system was not just for telling time. It was a guide for living in harmony with the cosmos. It reminds us that our modern, linear view of time is just one perspective, and that there are ancient, cyclical wisdoms that still hold profound value today. The real legacy of the Mayan calendar isn't about an ending, but about the endless possibilities of renewal and the pursuit of knowledge. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the fascinating world of the Maya. If you enjoyed this exploration, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next adventure. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time.